I'm going to start off this video by telling a story. Long ago, in many moons, there was a small boy. And this small boy was a very sheltered, very insightful, very loving life little boy. He loved everything that a kid could possibly love. From cartoons to live action robots and Transformers, to Power Rangers, to Pokemon, to anything that a kid could love. And while this was happening, life kinda hit him pretty hard. So much so that he initially thought that the rest of the world did not want him around. So what he did was that he created this bubble, this space, this miniature world in which only he could see himself exist. Only he enjoyed these types of things that he enjoyed. Only he loved the things he loved. Because as time went on, despite the fact that there were people around him who liked the same things, who enjoyed the same type of things, even girls his age who enjoyed the same things, he never really went outside that bubble. He never really interacted with those type of people. He initially thought in his own head that for the rest of the world, they looked at him as though he was just wanted to be a little boy all his life because he liked these certain things. And anyone else who liked those certain things basically just wanted to make fun of him or to be a part of a popular thing that everyone was talking about at the time. Until later on in life, this little boy grew up. He graduated from high school, tried college a few times, and then finally went to his first convention and was completely blown away by what he saw. Not only did he see other nerds, other people who enjoyed the same things he loved and enjoyed, but there were also women who enjoyed the same things. Because in his mind, he initially thought that women did not like him because of the fact that his world and the things that he loved consist of these very different things, of these very things that only society believes a child only likes. So he didn't really so much as blame these the women that consisted in his life. He didn't think that they would be interested in the things that he enjoyed until finally his eyes opened and he saw things in a completely different way. He met up with friends, especially female ones, who were very much different and turned out to be few of the most dopest, down-to-earth individuals he ever met in his life. He soon began to have conversations about the things that he enjoyed. From the things to Power Rangers, to Disney, to Star Wars, to all these various things that he enjoys and still enjoy to this day. And in doing so, not only did his mind open up to different possibilities, different people, different ideals, and different ideas, his heart opened as well. He soon began to see other people who were enduring the same things that he endured when he was a kid. The isolation of people who were nerds, who were geeks, who enjoyed these types of things, that wanted to dress up as these people that they envisioned, these fictional people that they envisioned. And ever since then, he never looked back. Until now, that something has pulled a 180. What is going on, you guys? It's your truly the Ryo Sakurai, Master Ryo Sakurai here. And first of all, I want to say Happy New Year to you guys. Happy New Year to the people who have joined the Sakurai clan. Happy New Year to anyone who is watching this video right now. Happy New Year to my friends, my family, anyone who is watching this. But this video in particular goes along with this story. Because this topic is about why... Sorry about that. Why black women, especially black women cosplayers, are being shamed by black men who are also black nerdy men, black geeky men, however way you want to say that. For as far as I can tell, for as far as I know, and I had looked it up. Well, first, shout out to hold on, because I shared it. I shared the video about this certain topic. Shout out to Stephen Wade, who made a video concerning about this topic, because a certain black female cosplayer by the name, I want to get this right because I want to acknowledge this person for the dope cosplay that she did. Hold on. It's been in my notes. It is in my notes. I don't know why all of a sudden I cannot find it now. Hold up. She goes by the name of Ammonia or Monea Ashaby, or Ashaby. Sorry for me misinterpreting. I had a little bit of sake before recording this. Follow her on Twitter and Instagram at You Don't Even Cosplay, IG, and her Twitter name YDE Cosplay. Okay. Well, she initially did a female Goku cosplay, and it was a great cosplay. She had the whole gi, except that the shoes were different. She had her whole idea of the shoes. She wore these long I don't know what you would call them, heels, like the heel boots, like the long ones that go all the way up to the leg. These nice blue heel boots, and I know, and kudos to her for finding an actual color to match the gi, Goku's like blue color of that. Kudos to her, because it's hard to find that type of color and it matches and whatnot. So kudos to her, honestly. But yeah, she looked great in this cosplay. There was nothing wrong about it at all. But then, of course, something happened. It was a bunch of nerdy black guys, apparently, spamming her IG account, saying that like she was thoughtifying the cosplay, and whatnot. And of course, Stephen Wade had something to say about it, and rightfully so. He had stated that, like, it's ridiculous that, you know, people like this come up with these stupid accusations, these stupid assumptions, these stupid reasons as to why they said what they said. And first of all, I want to say this right now. When I see stuff like that, it makes me think that, you know, they really are trying to make a situation out of nothing. And I had commented on the video that he put out about this. It wasn't against what he said. It was agreeing with what he said. That, like, a lot of times we tend to, you know, pick at things that are not need to be picked at. We tend to really pick apart things that don't need to be any of our concern. And the thing about it is that, and it stuck with me when he said this, of all the things that we should be doing, we should be the ones actually supporting it, because we're black people. Because it was black people that initially, not black people, but black men that initially did this. That initially spammed her account and called her a thought. Simply because of that. Like they didn't. I don't think they really outright said it. I can't really confirm or deny, because the people, the person that was in charge of that account had deleted a lot of the comments, the hateful comments that were typed, that were commented on there, that were posted on there. But I'm just going right flat out and said they probably flat out said they called her a thought because of the fact that she did that, and that was just completely bogus. Like, it makes and I told the story in the beginning to say this, like, even though I had said, by the way, the story that I put out, that I just said out here in the open in the beginning of the video was about me. I was a very shy kid back then. I didn't really open up to a lot of people. I didn't really talk about, you know, a lot of the things that I enjoyed, because I didn't want people to identify me or like label me as hold on, y'all. Sorry, y'all. I had to tend to what was going on downstairs with my grandmother. But okay, so like I was saying before, back then I didn't really open myself up to a lot of people, especially black women, because I was afraid that subconsciously that they were going to make fun of me because I liked different things. I did not register or remember that, you know, maybe they would like the same things I liked. In my head and in the world around me, people liked things opposite of what I liked. That was the mindset I had while I was growing up. As time went on, I had realized that, you know, there are a lot of black women, young black women, who liked the same things I liked. But I didn't know to an extent. Because, for one, all this geeky stuff was my whole life. For people who like BET, MTV, all that stuff, that's like my other half. That's my little sister. Okay? It's not me at all. I was the kid that simply just stuck to his cartoons. That stuck to his Power Rangers, like Marvel. That stuck to like all this other stuff. I stuck only to that. I didn't really, you know, step outside of like, or step outside much. Okay, of like the common things that everyone was like talking about, that everyone was doing. I wasn't that type of kid. Until after I went to my first convention, And I started to see a lot of black women just existing, just being themselves, you know? And then I was like, oh, wow. Where have I been at the past decade? Staying to myself. That's basically the thing that I can sum up with. Staying to myself, thinking that, you know, I couldn't really connect with black women that were around because I had it in my mind that they weren't gonna like the same things I liked, that we weren't really gonna connect well, that they were just like, you know, the types of women that like I had initially stayed away from, you know, the ones that were just nothing but trouble, or the ones that like did the, you know, the dumb shit, you know, stuff like that, that I knew it would not be a good idea to try and fit in with those types of women. So I initially just kept my distance. I didn't, you know, label people like that, but I kept my distance because I was not trying to go to that, you know, to that point ever in life. My comfort zone was right here. They were right there. And I moved my box just a little bit, but not that much at times in my life, in my kid life. I had only did that. It was nothing else. And then after my first convention, and I went to go, you know, other conventions, I started meeting other, you know, black nerds, other female black cosplayers who were who were really, you know, down to earth people. One of the nicest people I've ever met. I met a lot of nice people. A lot of them that liked the same things that I liked, that enjoyed the same things I enjoyed. Like, even now, I have a lot of women that know me, that still talk to me currently, that I didn't know like the same thing I like. Not because that they all of a sudden just out of nowhere were anime fans or geeks or nerds, but because I didn't open up. I didn't create more space for other people to question that, hey, there are other people like you. It's not what you think at all. It's not what you what your mind thinks, that, oh, the rest of the world's against you. And if you see even women, black women who like the same thing you like, it's just a fad, or they're trying to trick you, or it's a joke or whatnot. They're trying to make fun of you and whatnot. That was the mindset that not only I had, but a lot of other black nerds that I knew back then kind of had. Whereas they would see out of the you know, the randomness, like out of the blue, would see a beautiful black woman all of a sudden just pop out and say that she likes anime. And then the conversations that I had and observed and heard, where that same black female cosplayer at the time wasn't as attractive as she is now, be looked at as, oh, well, she's okay, but I don't really, you know, see her as someone I can really connect with. Whereas they look at, let's say, another a flip of the coin, where it's another black female, but she doesn't like anime. She's like the complete opposite. You know, the ones that you know, our parents, or especially your mama, told you to stay away from. The one that tells you that she's nothing but trouble, that she just likes to start up stuff that you don't need in your life. You not only wave at her, but you give her all the attention in the world rather than the one that's standing right there, that's looking at you very shy, like that, just wants to tell you hi, or wants to start a conversation with you because she sees like a, I don't know, like a Pokemon backpack or a t-shirt and whatnot of like Dragon Ball Z, and she wants to have a conversation with you because she doesn't think that she can talk to anyone else, because it's the same thing, she doesn't think anyone else likes these types of things that you like, or because you're so insecure and shallow and so boxed in that you don't give that situation a chance. You just automatically assume that, you know, this is what it is. Until like, I don't know, like 5 years later, that same female nerd turns out she glowed up. Black cosplaying, all that, and she's doing wonderful. She's beautiful. And then it's too late. Like it's honestly a sad thing. And don't you know, come in my comment section saying that this doesn't happen. Oh, it happens. It happens a lot. And the thing about it is really sad is that once someone talks about it, we immediately reject the idea that these things happen. They do happen. And it's time we manned up and just own up to our mistakes and our faults. Yes, a lot of us are shallow. Yes, a lot of us are insecure, but that doesn't mean that you know, that it has to be that way. We can change the way we think. You know, especially in this day and age where we need to stand together now more than ever. We need to support each other now more than ever. So when you see black cosplayers, especially women, black women cosplayers who are, you know, who are very shy, who, you know, do cosplay for the first time ever, and they think that, you know, they're doing terrible and all, they're thinking the worst. That should be the time where we encourage them that they're doing great. That we're, you know, showing them all the types of love, because this world is cruel. This world is fucked up. Okay? It's not just you. Alright? It's not just you that's enduring this shit. It's other people too. It's not just black men who are nerds that are enduring the same type of hardships and issues. It's black women too, who like anime, who like Power Rangers, who like Pokemon, all this other geeky shit. They're enduring the same things that we are, and it doesn't make sense that black men who are nerds are making the worst assumptions that black female cosplayers are just doing this because it's popular, or thoughtifying it. I don't even know how you come up with that word. To get a like on social media, you know, or to get guys to talk to them, or any type of other shit that we decide to come up with. Because I'll tell you this right now, no, there's no excuse as to why this is happening. There's no reasonable excuse as to why this is happening. That's why we get called out. Initially, that's why I think we get called out all the times, because we tend to do the dumbest shit to each other, you know? And it's looked at to be very hurtful and mean-spirited and just bad. Like, the same situation happened with Megan Thee Stallion. You know, when she came out with that cosplay of that female, I can't pronounce his name, Todoroki. I'm sorry, I've been drinking from My Hero Academia. Y'all did the same thing to her, and then when she backfired, y'all felt some type of way because you didn't think that, you know, she would like anime or she was an anime, fan. She was an anime nerd like us. That's because our minds are so boxed in as to thinking that only we can be anime fans. Only we can like this stuff. Only we can live this life. Where it's all of us. Not just black men. Or in another case, that attractive black women do not like anime. Or attractive black women do not like Power Rangers. Or attractive black women do not like Pokemon. Or attractive black women do not like anything that's geek culture. And that only like the out of shape, the scrawny, really just unappealing women only like the type of shit that we like. Like, I've met a lot of guys with that type of mindset and notion. I met a lot of them, and it's not good. If we want equality, if we want change, then we have got to put ourselves in check rather than just having only black women call us out, and then starts this back and forth argument as to who's right and who's wrong. It shouldn't be that way. We should check our own shit and just basically call ourselves out on the shit. And I am I am not exempt from this. Okay? I gotta practice what I preach. This whole decade has been with me is just looking myself in a reflection where I have my own faults. I am insecure. I do get easily offended, easily irritated. And that's something that I have to work on throughout this new decade. I'm calling myself out on my own bullshit. I know that I'm not innocent at all. Cause it's like a virus. It like we all had this backwards notion in the back of our minds that this is not reality. That there can't be attractive black women who are nerds and geeks just like us. And because of the fact that we are so insecure, we don't wash ourselves, we have bad hygiene, we have bad social skills. We're like 25 to 30 and we can't even utter a word to a woman because we're so close-minded and so out of touch with humanity, with the world, that we don't know how to interact with people other than social media, and because of the fact that a phone, a piece of technology, is hiding our faces, that we can say whatever we feel like through a phone, but not directly. We can't say what we feel directly. This is a sad thing. And it ain't gonna get no better until we fix it ourselves. With all that being said, I support Black Women Cosplaying. Y'all do great when y'all cosplay. I encourage black women who cosplay. I do. I really do. Just earlier this week, I followed this certain cosplayer. What's her name? What is her name? Because I was talking about it with one of my friends. Yeah. Her name is Lyris Cross. Lyris Cross. She did a cosplay of the Green Ranger, and I loved it. I loved it. I shared the hell out of it on Instagram. she had my heart. She honestly did. Like she honestly did. I'm not even capping right now. She honestly had my heart when she did that. I immediately followed her. I support Black women cosplaying. I support it. Bring me the female Green Rangers. Bring me the female White Rangers. Bring me the female Iron Mans, the female Spider-Mans. Bring me all of that shit. I'll support it 24/7. I support the Alice Pikas. I just said her freaking name. I just said her name. The Lyris Crosses. I support Black women cosplaying. I do. I'm not even capping. I do. I support that. I'm glad that it's happening. Because society is telling us that we're wrong to like the things that we like. And we've literally done nothing wrong but just be ourselves. So yeah. Black nerds who are guys. Black men nerds. Blurs. However you want to say that. We gotta put ourselves in check. We gotta really look at ourselves in the mirror and just realize that we can't keep doing this. We can't keep prolonging this because it's not getting us anywhere. Make room for other people, especially Black women who actually want to be around you. Like, take a step back. Observe your surroundings and literally look. Look hard as to who gives you attention and wants to engage in conversation with you and who doesn't. One who cares about what the things that you like and ones who don't. Look back at what is around you and determine what is the truth and what is a lie. Again, practice what you preach. With that being said, have a good year. Don't be so close-minded. People have different opinions, different lifestyles. It is okay. All right? It is okay for Black women to have different ideas when they cosplay. It is okay. It is not law that they have to cosplay piece by piece. It is not a law. There is no background check that they have to do this by the book. Because if it was, everyone would be cosplaying the same dumbass shit. And that would be boring as hell. And you know damn well I'm right. So yeah. That being said, I'm getting up out of here. Till then, this has been Master Ryo Sakurai. I love y'all. Let's get this decade right with a bang. I'm out of here. Peace.